Before Jesse Ridgeway created the McJuggernuggets YouTube channel and would catapult himself into fame with his staged freak-out videos.
What happened? You were just over a little bit. I feel sorry. Dad, what are you doing, Dad? Dad! Leave it in there. What are you doing?
Before he would spin off his Dad Destroys Xbox video into his 50-part Psycho series, which culminates with his Psycho Kid character murdering his Psycho father.
You made me this way!
Before revealing that the Psycho series was fake all along.
Deceased.
That looks really good considering how much he has in the center.
Hey, look.
It looks like something would have gone through it.
Before creating numerous other series on his channel and building 2 others, the Psycho series and Rigid Gaming, bringing his combined YouTube sub count to nearly 4 million at the time of this recording. Jesse Ridgeway is the name of both the creator of the Psycho series and the character he plays in it. The character of Jesse is also sometimes possessed by his evil alter ego from inside a mirror called Isaac, who other characters sometimes still think is Jesse. Are you confused? Me too. This guy is like an onion. The more you peel back the layers, the more it stinks.
We're liars.
We're not liars. We're telling a story.
We've been doing this
is
for
the end.
3.5
This is the
years.
end.
We even portrayed ourselves as divorced for you.
But who is the real Jesse? Well, growing up in New Jersey, a young Jesse was obsessed with video games and dreamed of becoming a filmmaker. All the while, he was building a YouTube channel that wasn't getting much attention. But that all changed when he discovered a new niche in the viral video game and hopped onto the trend with his own over-the-top contributions. I still can't believe that that's not real. Now, Jesse's freak-out videos would help to popularize him on YouTube, but when it comes to his family, he lets the power go to his head. At least it seems that way, judging by this leaked behind-the-scenes footage I found.
Can I direct, or are you directing now?
You don't want me to take that.
I don't give a shit. I just want you to act better. And Mom, I need you to actually put some fucking fire into it. Actually act like you give a shit. I'm tired of being the one that's always having to do shit.
We're both doing the best we can. Look at her.
Well, it's not, I know.
Look at surgery, and then
I get that. And I'm but when I'm asking you to do things and then you literally do the exact opposite of what I asked right before you say.
Yeah, I know. What the f was that? What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of McJuggernuggets prior to fame, here for you on Before They Were Famous. Now, this is an updated video as he hosted the original McJuggernuggets video, but that was way back in the past and before Jesse had clarified to his fans that his content ain't real.
Now, Jesse Ridgeway has been described as a lazy student who wants nothing else to do with his life than play video games. But I personally see him as one heck of a hard-working YouTuber.
God damn it, I do miss Azzy though. Alright, anyway, let's get into this. And for those of you who are a fan of Azzy, she might be coming back to this channel. Anyway, now let's get into this update.
Lied to millions of people over the years online. Tell me why that's okay.
I never lied. It was acting.
Jesse Tyler Ridgeway was born on September 29, 1992 to Teresa and Jeffrey Ridgeway Sr. While Jesse's dad's freakouts were exaggerated in the Psycho series, the guy did have a serious temper. On top of that, Jesse's big brother, Jeffrey Jr., would often bully him, but Jesse would get a few shots in himself.
No, that's not how you do it. You gotta get some force. Get some force.
Young Jesse had issues with his weight and a growing insecurity about his gaming obsession. He also seems to have a pretty terrible time when he was 8 years old. That year his lower legs were immobilized after he walked through hot asphalt. He also got attacked by one of his childhood dogs, Fred. Both of these things landed Jesse in the hospital. It was also around this time that Jesse met his childhood friend, Georgie Stahlberger, who would go on to create his own YouTube channel in 2009. And made several appearances in Jesse's now infamous Psycho series. Here's a clip of Jesse locking a young Georgie in a dog crate.
Get! Now you're only being in here for a few days, okay? Tuck in. Good.
Yeah, here on Before They Were Famous, we dig really deep. While Jesse's never confirmed this, he's long been rumored to hail from Elmer, New Jersey. That would make sense considering his parents' relatively large house and property and the nearby woods. Elmer is a small town with a population of just 1,300 people, and it had just 1,100 in the year he was born. Some other notable folks from Elmer include professional golfer Todd Barringer and civil rights activist David Mixner. Sounds like a party town to me. Knowing that Jesse grew up in Elmer gives us a ton of insight about his childhood. He likely would have gone through the Pittsgrove Township School District education system. That means he would have attended Norma Elementary School for pre-K and kindergarten, Elmer Elementary School for grade 1 and 2, and Olvet Elementary School for grades 3 through 5. For middle school, he would have attended Pittsgrove Township Middle School before moving on to A.P. Schillag High School. Schillag, there it is. With dreams of one day becoming a filmmaker, Jesse's first foray into motion pictures would be kind of cringy home videos. Now when you're making gold like that, sooner or later you're gonna have to share your genius with the world. So in 2006, Jesse got to work on creating his own YouTube channel, McJuggernuggets. How did he come up with the name? Well, one day he was eating chicken nuggets while playing Xbox and decided it'd be fun to mix the word McNugget with Juggernaut. That's the whole story right there. He created the channel on December 9th, 2006 and dropped his first video the same day. It was called Cops, The Untold Story.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
At the time, PewDiePie had yet to set up his first YouTube channel, PewDie. Machinima had a channel but was still months away from dropping their earliest video, and Twitch didn't even exist yet. So it's safe to say the whole gaming thing had yet to become a popular trend. But it wouldn't be long before Jesse would be focusing his attention away from gaming, beginning with a video released in 2008, which was part Spanish lesson, part leapfrog.
Yo vi del supermercado.
Yo traje encontrar el polo.
Beginning with this video called Bob's Spanish Project Part 1, Jesse began to film for his clips. He did a reenactment of an incident that happened with a pizza guy with his back to the camera the entire time, and his face seems to have made its first appearance on the channel in a video called The Conductor.
Give it to me.
I mean, you're gonna break it.
No, I won't.
A more scripted sketch would emerge soon after called Beach Bum, in which a character portrayed by Jesse is walking down the beach when he discovers a woman who is drowning. Here's how he reacts. Okay, that might not be comedy gold, but give the guy a break. He was just 15 years old at the time. Over the years, Jesse continued to work on his channel, all the while receiving more than a few hundred views per video. In 2010, Jesse met his first serious girlfriend, Hannah, on Chat Roulette. For those of you who don't remember Chat Roulette, it was a once popular website that would randomly connect users via video chat who were almost without exception, gross men fapping.
Ugh, I remember a bad day of that. Oh.
Also in 2010, Jesse graduated high school and began studying film at Rowan University in nearby Glassboro, New Jersey. He would eventually graduate with a student debt of over $70,000, but by then he would already be well on his way to YouTube stardom. While in university, he worked a string of odd jobs. In 2012, he was working at a plumbing shop and would apparently come home smelling like shit. I'm not exactly sure when his relationship with Hannah ended, but I feel like it's safe to say it was around this time. With his channel still failing to make any real money, he started to look at what other YouTubers were doing to hit big numbers. Eventually, he would come upon the channel Waffle Pone, which was getting tens of millions of views for freak out videos, which Jesse thought were obviously staged. Eventually, Jesse thought it would be a good idea to stage a freakout video on his own, so he recruited his brother to film the piece and got his dad to smash in his Xbox. And the Xbox was either his real working Xbox or an old one that was already broken, I'm not quite sure.
So, wait a minute, I destroy your working Xbox?
Yeah.
It's kind of expensive, isn't it?
Wait, so that Xbox didn't work then?
No, the Xbox didn't work.
So you know what?
A secondary one in the other room. That's how it all worked.
Whether it was a real laptop or not, the video would be very much fake and released originally under the title Dad Destroys Xbox. Viewers would soon be arguing over whether Jesse's work was real or not, but according to Jesse, it was intended to be a parody, and he thought people would get that it was fake.
Like, hey, let's destroy this Xbox because one night I was looking at a video. It was a fluke thing, and it set me down this path where all these other things happen. So if you don't think, like, try it.
Whether or not Jesse was clear about that being a parody, the video would eventually become very popular, but it took some time to gain traction.
I think it took maybe like a year, maybe a little less than, to get 1 million views, and for whatever reason I was never thinking like, oh, let me do a follow-up. It was just like, oh, that was cool.
In 2013, a now single Jesse was ready to love again and met his current girlfriend Juliet, the old-fashioned way, on Tinder. Yeah, I guess his online game's a lot better than his game IRL. By 2014, Jesse's first freakout video had become a smash success and has since accumulated over 21 million views at the time of this recording. With the massive success of this video, Jesse got to work on a follow-up vid. With escalating stakes, the series would soon be known as the Psycho series. That video, Psycho Dad Shreds Video Games, would become even more popular than Psycho Dad Destroys Xbox, garnering over 36 million views at the time of this recording. Jesse's Psycho series would run until 2016, ending with its 50th video in which Psycho Jesse murders his father.
Jesus fucking Christ, Jesse, what are you doing?
Back the fuck up! Back the fuck up!
Jesse, please. Jesse, please.
At that point, it became clear to just about everyone that the videos were fake, but McJuggernuggets had become a massive channel with millions of subs and well over 1 billion views. Jesse would also create 2 other channels, each with over 100,000 subs, and develop numerous new series on his main channel. With all of that work on YouTube, it was time for Jesse to move on from the platform and move out to LA to get into some mainstream show business. He announced his decision to move on from YouTube on February 9th, 2017 in a video titled, "I'm leaving YouTube, not clickbait."
I clearly moved all the stuff out of my room. My bed's not in my bedroom. I've been planning to move to Los Angeles, California.
But not to worry, that not clickbait video was followed up just 2 days later with a video called "I'm Still Here."
Hey there, James, your old Papa James here. I'm still here.
So it seems at the time of this recording, Jesse is still living with his parents in New Jersey and continues to produce content on YouTube. As far as I can tell, the local police department has had just about as much as they could take from the Psycho family because they've received thousands of calls in regards to the McJuggernuggets channel.
This is the Elmer Borough Police Department. Are you calling in reference to McJuggernuggets?
Both of my children watch this guy on TV.
Let me stream. It is making millions of dollars every time the kids watch this.
As for the rest of the story, well, we'll have to wait and see because this is before they're famous. My name is Mike McCredden, thanks for checking out this video. We've got 2 more down below. Click on one of those. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you guys in another video. Boom!